Welcome back to the 21 Days of Fasting. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Abraham. Abraham, as you know, he's our father of faith. So when we look at Abraham, God told him that he would have descendants as there are stars in the sky. And so the next thing God is telling Abraham to do is to go lay up his son on the altar and kill him. And God previously told him that he was going to use Isaac, his son, to be able to have all these descendants. So to me, when you look at that, it makes absolutely no sense. So sometimes walking by faith makes no sense at all. God told him to do something and he trusted God, even though it didn't make any kind of sense to him. So Abraham, he did exactly what God told him to do, and he offered up Isaac up on the altar. If you go back and you read that in Genesis, I think about Isaac. He knew that he was going to go on the mountain with his dad and that something was going to be sacrificed. However, they didn't have a lamb. They didn't have anything like that with them. So in his son's mind, he looks at dad. It's like, where is the sacrifice going to come from? Abraham looked at Isaac and said that God's going to provide the sacrifice. And so he lays Isaac on the altar and he goes to kill his son as what God told him to do. God told him to stop. No, the angel stopped him, and he provided a sacrifice to Abraham. And so sometimes God will make you do things that make absolutely no sense. However, Abraham trusted and believed God that God was going to work everything out. If you look in Hebrews 11, Abraham reasoned that God could even raise the dead, and so in a manner of speaking, he did receive Isaac back from the dead. Even though in the midst of God testing Abraham, Abraham believed that God could raise the dead. He believed that God can do something greater than what he saw in the natural. Having faith like Abraham is the kind of faith that we need to have. He stepped out, even though it didn't make sense to him, but he trusted in God that God would provide something. Faith is knowing the God you serve. Abraham knew that God could raise the dead. He trusted and know that God is bigger than maybe what he saw in front of him. And so having faith is trusting God to believe that he is who he says he is.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today as we continue our series through the 2022 Fast here at the Lighthouse on encouraging your faith. You can find these videos on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, and we hope that you'll like and share these with your friends.